Welcome back, Noble Ones. Today we are doing a 10-minute energizing yoga flow to feel great. All you need is your mat. If you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start today's practice in child's pose. We're going to have our knees together and our hands down by our sides. So, settle into your position and we're going to start with some breath work. Start by sitting on your heels, and then as you exhale, bend forward, forehead to your mat. Hands can hold onto the heels or just relax, palms up by your sides. Let's just take a few moments here, settling into our mat, settling into our practice. Inhaling and exhaling easily through our nose. As we are in child's pose, you may notice the compression in the front of our body. And so I'd encourage you to send your breath to your back, expanding the back of your lungs as you inhale and exhale fully. Let's take 5 breaths here. Expanding our back body as we inhale and exhale fully. Allowing yourself to arrive here on the mat. Becoming present and aware of ourselves this morning. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward and let's just open our knees. So now we're in extended child's pose, keeping our head on the mat. Extending our fingertips away, belly between your thighs. Inhale and exhale fully. On your next inhale, sending both hands to the left side of your mat. Allow your head to rest inside your arms. Forehead to the mat. Feel a stretch in the right side of your body, right armpit, right ribs, right waist. As you reach your hands over to the left, breathe deeply into your side body. On your next inhale, moving your hands over to the right side of your mat this time, allowing your head to fall between your arms, forehead to the mat, feeling a stretch from your left armpit, your left ribs, the left side of your body. Inhaling and exhaling here. And then bring your hands back to the front of your mat. As you inhale, slowly walk your hands up behind you. And let's draw our knees in parallel. We're going to send our hands behind our body as we inhale, knuckles away. See if you can lift your hands, open up your chest. Send your open chest, puff it out to the sky. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, see if you can extend and expand your chest even more. Exhale, releasing, bringing your palms together in front, rounding through your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, rounding through your upper back, drawing your lower belly in. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head, heart opener, gentle back bend. Continue to hug in your lower belly as you open up the front of your body. And then exhale, lowering your hands in level with your heart. Exhale, round through. Squeeze your bottom as you tuck. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, round through. Let's do a couple more with your own breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rounding through. That's great. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to plant our hands down to the mat. Coming into your tabletop position. Shoulders stacked under wrists, knees under hips. And let's start with some circles around our wrists. So shoulders circling over and around our wrists, circling over to the left. A few more this way, keeping our fingers extended wide, spread out on the mat. Keep it going, staying with our breath. Let's step our hands slightly forward as we curl under our toes. Lift our hips up into our downward facing dog. And let's just take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale, sinking your heart towards your shins. Fingers are spread wide, feet are hip width apart. Bending your knees if you need to encourage your chest towards your feet, lower belly hugging in. On your next inhale, stepping your right foot to the front of the mat. Inhaling, coming up to a high lunge. Exhale, sinking into that high lunge, drawing your heel back, opening up your chest. Let's lower and ground through our left heel, coming into our warrior 2. Shoulders are open, hips are open to the long edge of our mat. Knees are open, and we're looking over at that front middle finger. Inhale, and exhale fully here. On your next inhale, reach your hand forward, flip your palm, and let's reverse the warrior. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. As you exhale, let's windmill our hands to frame our front foot as we step back into our plank. Let's lower our knees, bend our elbows, keeping them close to our bottom as we lower our chin and our chest to the mat. Inhale, push through to a cobra. Exhale, pushing back into our downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling fully. Now let's step forward with our left leg, hands framing our foot, and we're going to inhale up to high crescent. Inhale, reaching up, fingers spreading up to the sky, gentle heart opener, sending our heel to the back. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to ground through our right foot. Hips and shoulders square to the long edge of our mat, opening our arms out. Gazing at our front middle finger. Keeping our knee open. Inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, reaching forward, reversing the palm, coming back into our reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale here. One more breath. And then exhale, windmill our hands to the mat, step back into our plank. Let's hold plank for a breath. And you can exhale, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga this time. Inhale to your upward facing dog, and then exhaling to your downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths here, pressing the mat away with your hands, drawing your chest towards your ankles, lower belly hugging in. And let's step through and come into a seated position. We're going to come into a boat pose, so sitting up nice and tall, lower belly hugging in. Let's come onto our tippy toes. Maybe floating one leg off and then both legs, reaching our arms out. Staying here for 2 breaths, inhaling and exhaling easily. One more. And as we exhale, we're going to low slowly into our low boat. Nice and controlled as we come all the way down to our mat. Hold low boat, take a breath, and then release. Let's just hug in for a moment, drawing your knees into your chest. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then exhale, windmill our hands to the mat. Step back into our plank. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then exhale, windmill our hands to the mat. Keeping our knees open, hips are open to the long edge of our mat. Inhale and exhale. Drawing your knees into your chest. giving ourselves a lovely hug and a squeeze. Allow your feet to come to the floor, allow your knees to come in together. Just place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And we're just going to come back to our breath. Just taking a moment to wind down, settle back into our body, and absorb the benefits of our practice today. You're welcome to go into full Shavasana, or you can stay with me here as we inhale and exhale for a few more breaths. We'll stay here for about a minute or two. Bringing some movement back into the body, maybe wiggling the fingers or toes, maybe reaching out long, drawing yourself into a ball, giving yourself a hug. Rolling onto your right side, let's slowly make our way up to a comfortable seated position, keeping our eyes closed if possible. And when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, let's reach our arms out and up overhead, palms together. Exhale, drawing our hands into our heart center. Let's bring our thumb knuckles to our third eye. Gently bow your head, thanking yourself for practicing today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and it can set you up for a wonderful day ahead. If there's anything that you would like me to do in particular, please drop a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this practice and you want to follow along for more, then please subscribe. And as always, I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care.